Hey, so I'm continuing telling you stories about people I met along the way on my 447-day trip around the world. Um, when I went to Albania, I met a Muslim family that took me in, and I felt like I was one of them, like I was part of the family. They were amazing. Um, I didn't care for Albania at all, except for this place. It was in southern Albania. They ran a little hotel that had no reviews at all, but I looked at it and I liked the pictures and I liked the location. So I said, let me give it a try. So I booked one night on Booking.com, just one. Ended up staying 5 or 6 nights because I just fell in love with the family. The son was Richie, 16. The daughter, Silda, um, and she's 18 or 19. The kids spoke English, but the parents didn't. But it was just funny. When I arrived, they gave me a welcome drink, which is kind of like a moonshine that they make, just a clear liquid that has a really strong smell, and you have to sip it. Maybe somebody take a shot, but I mean I'm sipping it. It's just like whoa, it burns all the way down, but it's good, and that was nice. And then Richie walked me up to my room, and we just talked forever, and um, I would sit down in the lobby, and they would come sit by me, and the parents, the mom and dad, would speak their language, and I didn't know a word they were saying, and I'd speak English. They didn't know a word I was saying, and we just talked using hands, and we just held a conversation, but had no idea what they're talking about. But we just friendly, and we just all got along. They would go sit in the would stand on the road with signs trying to bring people in, because this was a new hotel that they just opened, and they really had no way of pulling in business. They said no reviews on TripAdvisor or Booking, and they're just outside, room for rent, and people would pull in and talk, and they'd agree on a price, and they'd come in and stuff. Um, I'd go sit out there and try and wave people in too. And then we just bonded. So that first night, um, I think I went and bought 4 pizzas, and came back to the house, and we all sat around and had pizza, and 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 the entire time I was there, they had beer on tap. So every time I would come back to the hotel or sit down and have a drink, I'd sit down and talk. They put a beer in front of me. And so I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna. I tried to pay, and they're like, no, 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 and that's okay. At the end of the day, I guess they're keeping a tab. I'm gonna pay at the end. So, um, I'm having 2, 3, 4 beers a day. We're just talking and talking. I say I want to go see some sightseeing. They were afraid I wouldn't be able to get there and back because I didn't speak the language. So they sent their son Richie with me. He comes with me. We get on a bus and we go to Blue Eye, where you can jump off a cliff and into some freezing cold water. The stream, it was just gorgeous. Um, but we couldn't find a way back. The bus dropped us off, but it just didn't seem to be a bus coming back. So, I mean, literally 2 hours of waiting for buses. We started walking, and and I was trying to hope somebody might pick us up, but it never happened. Down the road, miles down the road, hours later, a bus finally came, and even though it wasn't a bus stop, we flagged them down. They stopped, and we got on. And when we got home, the parents and the sister were sitting there, like so worried that we had something happened to us because we were gone all day long. We just couldn't get a bus home. But they were so worried about us, and it's kind of funny. So anyway, so I enjoyed spending time with Richie. I went and got everybody ice cream cones, and we had ice cream one night, and we're all just sitting around, like, again, talking. Again, it's just funny, we're talking different languages, but we understood we understood what was going on. It was just fantastic. Um, so anyway, when it finally came time to go, I didn't want to leave, but after 5 days, I had to move on. Um, I showed him. I said, "Let me write a review for you." So I wrote a review on TripAdvisor. I wrote a review on Booking.com. Posted a bunch of pictures. Just talked them all up, and I was hoping that would help them get some business. Um, so I go, you know, I need to pay you for all these beers I've been having. They said, absolutely not. The beers are on us, and I'm just like, I want to pay. I mean, 50 cents. It's 50 cents a piece. I could $5. Whatever it is. They would not take my money. And then they said, here's a bottle of water. I'm like, I have water. And she says, open it up, smell it. So I opened it up, and it was like, ooh, it just knocked me out. It was a bottle of moonshine. So they packed me a bottle of moonshine to take with me. And so normally I don't take a taxi. I like to take buses. I like to take a tuk tuk if I have to, but I really prefer local transportation because taxis rip you off. And I'm on a budget, and I'll walk. I'll take a tuk tuk. I'll whatever. But anyway, so she called me a taxi for whatever reason because that's what she was comfortable doing. So she called me a taxi. The guy that shows up, she says no, 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 and she's sending him away. And then I'm like, what's going on? And then finding out the kid said she doesn't trust this guy. He's going to rip you off. So she sent him. So she literally sent the taxi driver away. The mom, who doesn't speak English, walks in the middle of the street and just flags down a bus. The next bus that was coming just stopped him in the middle. It wasn't a bus stop, just flagged him down, stopping. Traffic all behind. She gets on the bus, tells the guy where I need to go, shoos me on the bus. She pays my fare. I mean, a quarter or whatever it was, but she paid my fare. I tried to give her money, she wouldn't take it, and we hugging and kissing goodbye and all. And then away I go, and a few miles down the road, the bus driver stops and just shoos me off the bus. And so that's how I get to my next destination. But they were, again, a Muslim family, fantastic, the most loving people I met on the trip, probably. I still keep in touch with the daughter on Facebook and the son as well. Um, they're always saying, "When are you coming back? Would love to have you." And I would love to go back and see them again. A fantastic family, and I hope their hotel has, you know, grown by leaps and bounds with good reviews because I can't imagine uh, anything but solid reviews for them. But just a beautiful, beautiful family in Albania, and that was the only part of Albania that I really, really liked, and I would go back just for them.